Hi everyone, this is Shaurya and you're watching Money Time at Money9, where we will tell you all the news that are directly packed on your pocket. So let's begin. We start with not a good news for those who like to play online games, or even if you love going to casino, or even if you love going to race courses. Then we don't have a very pleasant news for you. The GST Council increased the GST on these three services to 28%. Currently, the government levies 18% GST on these activities. If the GST Council hikes the rates, then you will have to pay an equivalent GST on the entry fee in casinos and online gaming platforms. If you are a player in a casino, then you will also have to pay a higher GST on value of coins or chips that you have bought. The government already levies 28% GST on certain goods like pan masala, tobacco, among others. Rajat Mohan, who is a senior partner in an accountancy firm, has said that if the council takes a decision, then it would lead to generation of more black money. Up next, this is not good news for people who thrive on staple food for survival. Different trade associations have said that prices of rice have increased by 10% in the last 5 days. Plus, price of kharif crop has increased by 20% in as many days in West Bengal, UP and Bihar. The price of rice has increased of late because Bangladesh has been importing more rice from India since June 22. Bangladesh fears that India might impose export ban on rice just like it did on wheat. Exporters of rice are getting better deal in Bangladesh than selling in local markets. So, they are increasingly exporting rice in the neighborhood country. This has created an artificial shortage of rice in the domestic markets, and prices have begun to increase because of that. There could be some good news coming for central government staff and pensioners. News is coming from various quarters of media that the government may again hike DNS allowance of central government employees and pensioners from July 1, 2022 onwards. It is to be noted that since July 1, 2021, the government has been paying DA of 34% to its employees. The government pays DA to central government employees to compensate for rising inflation. And talking about pay hikes, on one side, government employees all over the world get hefty pay hikes every year. On the other side, private sector employees have been sitting on protest all over the world, calling on their respective governments for some kind of financial assistance. Workers are demanding pay hikes to combat rising inflation. The protests have intensified, especially in the last few weeks. They are calling upon the government to take action against raising prices of food items, fuel, house rent, and other items of daily needs. The countries where the protests are continuously gaining momentum are Belgium, Zimbabwe, Britain, Europe, Peru, USA, South Korea, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, etc., to name a few. Economists have said that Russia's war in Ukraine has unprecedentedly increased inflation throughout the globe. Matt Ringer, who works with anti-poverty organizations Oxfam, has said that such protests are only going to increase more in coming days. Now, for some good news for investors. If you invest in markets through mutual funds, you must have noticed that in the last 3 months there have been hardly any NFO. In April 1, 2022, SEBI had banned mutual funds from rolling out new schemes as it had given 3 months deadline to AMCs to make investing more safer and more customer friendly. The deadline is approaching fast. Costa Belpurkar, who is director of Morningstar Investment Advisors India, has said that many AMCs have already lined up in front of SEBI with NFOs of at least 15 passive funds. Moving on from one asset class to another. According to a real estate consultant from Anarok, home buyers who had booked flights in housing projects in Delhi NCR are the worst affected in the country. Of the total stuck projects in the country, almost 50% are lying in Delhi NCR, especially in Noida and Greater Noida. More than 34% of all stuck projects lie in Noida and Greater Noida. There are more than 6% stuck projects of real estate in Gurgaon, while Ghaziabad accounts for more than 4% of total stuck projects. Anarok's senior director and head of research Prashant Thakur has said that a liquidity crunch, default made by developers, and launch of innumerable real estate projects without proper planning are the main reason behind build-up of such a large number of stuck projects in Delhi NCR. Some of the big companies whose projects are stalled in the region are JP Infratech, Unitech, Amrapali and 3C Company. Maruti's chairman R.C. Bhargava has said that cars should become costlier by minimum 10,000 to 15,000 rupees or even more if government makes it mandatory to assign star ratings to the vehicles. Last week, Union Minister Nitin Gadkari has said that the government will soon assign star ratings to every automobiles that will be sold in India. The government will assign star ratings after taking crash tests of new cars that manufacturers will launch. This will allow customers to make informed decisions from point of view of safety of their cars. But Bhargava has said that it is not mandatory for auto manufacturers to assign car ratings, and it is customers' discretion whether to put cars for crash test or not assign star ratings. Talking about cars, on Monday we witnessed launch of the most successful SUVs of all time. Yes, we are talking about the new version of Mahindra Scorpio, which will be known as Mahindra Scorpio N. The Scorpio N will be available in the price range of 12 lakh rupees to 20 lakh rupees for different variants. On June 27, 2022, it also marks the date on which Mahindra Scorpio completes 20 years of its journey in India. Hero Cycles has announced that prices of its electric cycles are going to be reduced by 7,500 rupees in New Delhi. Buyers of electric cycles are now eligible to get subsidy just like they have been getting it on two-wheelers and four-wheelers. Now, let's see which models have become cheaper. These models are C6, C8i, F6i and C5. You can buy these e-cycles at on-road price of 23,499 to 47,499 rupees. Hero Cycles director Aditya Munjal has said that subsidy support will make e-cycles more affordable and accessible to a larger segment of the society. So that's it from today. Hope you like this, and for more such content, do subscribe to Money9's YouTube channel and also follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram.